Are you finding yourself getting to the end of your working day? Maybe you've looked back and thought, I haven't really eaten much today. And then before you know it, the snacky monster has come out and you want to be able to eat whatever you like. Maybe your brain is feeling super tired and this whole like, what shall I eat? Or, that resilience we sometimes have to go, oh, actually, I'll wait till dinner. I'll be okay. That voice in your head just isn't there because your brain is tired. It's worked all day. And if you haven't fueled yourself through the day, your brain is there going, give me energy. So when we look at overeating, it's really important to not actually look at the overeating episode. So normally we try to sabotage ourselves, don't we? And beat ourselves up and feel guilty over how much we ate or, oh, I should have picked something healthier. But actually, let's not look at what you ate. Let's look at what happened before the overeating, because we have to look at the reason for why it happened rather than what actually happened, if that makes sense. If we look at the reason for why it happened, then we can actually create some solutions to prevent it from happening, right? So it's about, in business or in your career, if you're problem solving, you don't necessarily look directly at the problem. You often look at why the problem happened, right? And it's the same principle in your relationship with food. So if you find yourself getting to the end of the day and you're over consuming or you lack control around food, let's look at why that's happening. And normally it's because we don't fuel enough throughout the day and we're not giving the body what it needs. Cravings happen when the body isn't receiving what it needs. Cravings can also happen interlinked with your hormone function, which can change throughout a monthly cycle. It can also change in conjunction with menopause. But mostly cravings happen because the body needs something and we have to give your body what it needs to prevent the craving, right? So today, here are 5 top tips to be able to help you with reducing those PM cravings and giving you that control back around food. But most importantly, I want you to have energy through the day. I want you to feel good in your body through the day. I want you to be able to make decisions quickly. And I want you to be able to have your mojo, okay? So here are 5 really easy to implement tips into your life that will really help with reducing that PM snacking and giving you better energy through the day. So number 1 is I want you to create a condensed snack list. And what I mean by that is create a list of 5 different snack options that you know are available, are aligned with what your body needs. So when you are thinking about, I need to give myself a quick snack, you don't have to think about what should I have, because a lot of this is your brain is super busy throughout the working day, giving so much of this to your career, maybe your children, maybe your husband, that there isn't much space left in here to be able to start thinking about, well, what food should I have? And then we get into that stage of overwhelm. So love a list. What we want to do is make it really easy for your brain to go, I need a snack. Okay, I don't need to think about what I need to have. Just pick one option off this list. This is what we do with clients. We will actually create a condensed list of the options that they can have. So it's literally like bish, bash, bosh. They just need to go look at that list and pick what they want. Okay, so today, think about 5 healthy balanced snacks that you actually enjoy, that are tasty. And yes, tasty and healthy do exist, and create that really short list. So all you've got to do is give your brain power and brain space to this list once, because once it's on paper or it's on your computer, it's on your phone, it's there, and you can keep going back to it, okay? Really helps with implementing that habit. Number 2 is actually bringing those snacks into your working day. Now, it's very common for a lot of our clients to have got to the end of like a 5-6 hour stint of back-to-back calls at work. Okay, and sometimes that can't be helped, but that doesn't mean that your body doesn't need energy. Your body still needs energy, more so than ever, to maintain 5 to 6 calls back to back, with you being attentive to the call. And, when you sit on that call and your brain delivers you the information that you want to share and you feel like your brain's really working with you, we want to be able to create that for you. But to do that, your brain needs energy, your body needs fuel. So what we like to do is bring some of those snacks from that list and have them in your desk ready. So if you can't take a small 5-minute gap to eat, You actually can eat on a meeting or quickly in between a meeting. And there isn't, oh, I've got to go to the kitchen or I've got to make something, because that's time intensive and we appreciate that. So it's about being able to find those things that are grab and go, which you can have in your desk and you can munch. And that's better than not eating at all. Okay. And it's sometimes when we're supporting busy women, it's about finding that middle ground where maybe it's not utter perfection. Maybe you're not sat in the garden in the fresh air, eating your lunch and being, having that personal time to yourself, because there hasn't been time for it. And in an ideal world, there would be, but there hasn't been time for it. And that's not realistic sometimes. So we have to find this middle ground. And that's where bringing snacks, okay, into your office space is really important. I'm going to show you 2 of mine, okay? So a very basic protein bar, it lives in a drawer here, okay? And then there's some nuts in here. And I bought these little containers. And sometimes our job as coaches is to actually get you the links and get these little containers ordered for you. So everything's really simple and easy. And then all you've got to do is there's some nuts in there. Okay. You put it in here. And then I could easily just be popping some nuts in as I go. And it's just there. It's really easy. So they're 2 of my snacks. Okay. Really simple and easy. And it just gives you that ability to fuel your body through the day. Let's make this as simple as possible. Okay. But what we can't do is expect our body to go through the whole day. And if you think about it, you are exerting the most energy through the day. That's when we move our body the most. That's when we are, switching our brain on and asking our brain to do a hell of a lot through the day. So that's when we need to be fueling the most. What happens is if we overfuel come the evening, then we're going to bed with lots of food, which means that our digestive system's wide awake, which means that it affects our sleep quality. And we're putting all the fuel in when we're about to go to sleep. We're not exerting that much energy when we're sleeping. So it's about being able to fuel the body when you need her the most. When do you need your brain the most? When do you need your body the most? It's through the day. So let's find ways to be able to get more energy into your body. Food is absolutely fuel. Now, the next one is caffeine, okay? Sometimes, we hear from women, especially when they've been really trying with their weight loss, they'll be drinking coffee and almost celebrating that they've got through the whole day and haven't eaten, because they're like, if I don't eat, I'm going to lose weight. Now, the problem is coffee is healthy, but too much of it, it's a stimulant. It can be a bit stressful on the body. And what it can also do is stump your hunger. Now, by stumping your hunger, that might be great because you're telling yourself, oh, well, I'm not going to eat, I'm going to lose weight. But then the next thing you know, you have no energy, okay? You have no hunger, so you don't eat. Then you have no energy. And then what does the brain want you to do to get you back fighting fit? Eat anything within close proximity, whatever whatever is the easiest option to eat. So normally that's why we end up shutting the laptop or computer and we end up eating, whatever very quickly. And it probably isn't the best sources of food because your brain's like, well, I've absolutely crashed now. And then we lose all control. So although the plan initially with I'm not going to eat and this is going to be great for my weight loss seems like a good idea initially, actually turns into a really destructive habit when we overconsume, and we don't lose weight because then we overconsume. Okay, so let's start thinking about your caffeine. Let's start thinking about how much are you having? Should we be having a little bit less? Are we using caffeine to stump hunger? If we are, should we? Probably not. We need to be able to accept hunger cues. Hunger is not a bad feeling. It's not a bad thing. It's just about fueling the body with the right food when that hunger signal comes up. So just being mindful of how much caffeine you're having. And also another option, if, time is precious, there's nothing wrong with buying in pre-made food options. Like I said, it's always this middle ground. Yes, it'd be lovely to buy all the food from the farm shop and spend hours in the kitchen every day, being able to make a beautiful, meals through the day. Sometimes that isn't realistic. So if it's a case of we don't eat balanced and healthy, or we do, but it's ordered in, there is nothing wrong with ordering in food options. And it's about being able to find food options, pre-made food options available that actually give your body what it needs. Okay. So for us as coaches, we end up searching the internet and looking at pre-made meal plan options or prepped foods for clients in their various countries where they live, making sure that the meals that they're ordering in are balanced for their body and is giving their body what their body uniquely needs. But there's plenty of meal prep companies out there. There's loads that you can look up. So if you're finding yourself thinking, I will eat a healthy meal this week, or I will make some healthy dinners, but you're just not doing it, let's think about making this easier for you, okay? Because if you are tired, if you are busy, it's a big expectation to then expect yourself to do loads of a la carte cooking, you know? Let's make this simple and easy and accessible. There's loads of pre-prepped meals that you can order in that are really fantastic for your body, give your body what it needs, and then you'll be able to really gain control of, you know, your snacking options there. And also, this is the last one. I'm putting it in, and I want you to open your mind to it today and be like, okay, Emily, I'm going to try, is blocking out time. Easier said than done, I know. Sometimes you can't help being on a 4 to 5 hour meeting block, okay, with calls back to back. But what about if we started thinking about just putting in a 5-minute block for yourself once this week? Or once next week, and we increase on that. Just start with 5 minutes. Just go, I've watched this today, or listen to this. My commitment is I'm going to put 5 minutes in. Just give yourself that 5 minutes. You are allowed that 5 minutes, I guess, for me here today, giving you permission in some way, because we often think, don't we, we just have to work and we have to show up and we have to do what we have to do for other people and our businesses or our, you know, our careers. But we are allowed to take 5 minutes. So allow yourself that today. See if you can implement that into your diary. And within that 5 minutes, whatever you want to do with it is going to be super precious, whether it's going outside, whether it's actually just sitting calmly with yourself and having a drink, a warm drink, whether it's, you know, whatever it might be, there's loads of things that we can implement into a 5-minute window just to help you to come back into rest and recovery and just have a bit of zen time to yourself. That's going to really help with getting you intuitive with your body, because when we go through a long working day and we're very busy and we haven't fed ourselves and we're fueling on coffee, we actually aren't really working with the body. We're not really intuitive with the body. We're quite detached from the body. The body's there like trying to race through to like support you with showing up for all these meetings, even though it's not getting fueled properly. And you're there going, come on, body, come on. So we're not really working as a great team in harmony. Now, when we take 5 minutes and actually get to sit with ourselves and be like, body, how are you doing? Like, are you hungry? Do you want to drink? You know, what do you need? And you actually get 5 minutes to actually talk to one another, which is really cool. And it's really, really important. And I'm going off on a tangent here, but a lot of the time for clients that are really struggling with toilet regulation, normally it's because they wake up in the morning and they're just crazy busy from the moment they get out of bed, that there hasn't really been much communication in their body to go, actually, I need the toilet. Can you just take a few minutes and we go to the toilet? It's about giving yourself a tiny bit of space. And even if it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, honestly, it will be really, really, really powerful, just to allow yourself to slow down that little bit. And it will really help with managing your hunger signaling later on in the day. Okay, so lots of great bits there. I want you to take one of these points and implement it into your week. Trust me, it will make a huge difference. Let's not sabotage ourselves for overeating, or, you know, thinking about, oh, I overate and this is what I ate and I'm rubbish at this, I have no willpower. Let's not go there. We don't need to go there. Let's focus on what we can do before that episode has happened and how we can set ourselves up to win, okay? And how we can set ourselves up to actually feel in control of food. That's what we want to do, and that's what we want to focus on. And that's where we start to make some incredible lifestyle changes. We really start to reroute these habits, okay? And we get you to a place where you feel energized in your body and you feel in control of food. And that is powerful, okay? Because like I said, we're not here to be feeling guilty over food. Food is our friend, okay? And it's an amazing fuel source. And imagine your body and your brain when you're fueling, optimally for your body, okay? I hope you have an amazing day, and please do take one of these top tips, implement it into your day. It will make a massive difference. If you've listened to this today and you'd love some support with being able to map out snacks, being able to actually map out how to implement this into your life, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Me and the team, it's absolutely our superpower of taking incredibly busy women and going, right, keep busy, keep maintaining your career, and we're going to help you to optimize your health and wellness at the same time, because we believe that no woman should have to sacrifice her health and wellness, even if she is busy in her career. So if you'd love support with that, please do reach out to me. We'd love to be able to chat with you and find out a bit more about your unique goals. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you soon.